Dear friends, there is this little ritual in Christianity, and I'm sure it's also in the other religions, of asking a priest or a bishop to bless the child. And I've had that so often, parents coming with little children of maybe 4 years or 5 years or a little bigger. They join their hands and they come to me for blessing, and then I extend my hand and bless them. But sometimes when that child is 3 years or younger and is in the arms of a parent, I've had a difficulty. And when the parents asked for blessing, I put out my hand and it just goes in front of that child's face, and the child goes back, is afraid and begins to cry, and maybe sometimes even turns around and doesn't want to show his or her face to me, and the parents feel embarrassed. This priest is wanting to bless you, give you something good, and you are refusing it. I tried to smile and I said, well, maybe this child will smile back and then try to bless, but it didn't help. Till finally I found a way. Rather than putting out my hand like that and blessing the child, I extended my hand this way. And the child then would put his or her hand on mine and tap my hand and then smile, and then slowly I would bless the child. God comes to us with gentleness and tenderness. That is what we experience at Christmas. It was shown to us in that little skit, God coming to us not with power and might, but with as a tender child, vulnerable, even weak. God becoming one of us as a human being, sharing our humanity. This is what we celebrate at Christmas. We call it the incarnation. He became flesh, one of us, so that He, sharing our humanity, could lead us then to share in His divinity. That is what we believe Jesus has done for us. And therefore, we celebrate this event with great joy of God coming to us with gentleness, with tenderness. We are told that the good news was first announced to shepherds. They were people who were looked down upon because they were considered dirty, moving from one place to the next. And yet it was to them that the good news is first announced. And so therefore, we are, during the season of Christmas, invited to reach out to those who are in need, to share with them generously, to respect the dignity of every human person. The image of Mother Mary and Saint Joseph and the child Jesus in the manger is God's affirmation of family life. And so much of who we are comes through our family. The atmosphere that is created at home of nurturing, of caring, of love makes us what we are as persons, and then leaves us free to make our own decisions, to choose the path that we wish to follow, guided by God. And so at Christmas time, we celebrate family togetherness. It's a moment when the family gathers and rejoices at the gifts that God has given us. We are told also in the Christmas story that the angels sing, "Glory to God in the highest, and peace to men and women of good will." We have gathered together here as men and women of goodwill, of persons who desire the good of the whole of society. And we have just experienced that in so many wonderful ways in the past program right here. The wonderful intellectual discussion that we had, which at the same time touched the heart, where each person shared his or her personal experience. It was also brought out in that skit and song by the children, as well as the choir before that. In different ways, this message of all of us being brothers and sisters together, being members of this one family. And so I give thanks to God for this moment of enlightenment, of sharing, of togetherness, of all of us as one family. I thank you, dear representatives of various religions. You are not religious leaders in that sense, yet you are professionals in your own field and scholars also. And you have presented to us the core, the heart of each religion, how you live it and how you bear witness to it. Thank you so much for your witness, for your sharing. Thanks also to our organizers. I am the beneficiary of receiving this great inter-religious dialogue program because of my predecessors. Cardinal Oswald Gracias, who is here, who over the years has been planning and guiding this, and our previous archbishops, cardinals, who have guided this entire program. All of them have in some way contributed towards it. We will also thank our organizers, Father S.M. Michael and Father Aniceto, and his team of the Interreligious Dialogue Commission, who work so hard to bring us together. May we continue to grow and to strengthen this unity in diversity. We are at a moment when we need to stand together as brothers and sisters, different in our ways of believing, different in our expressions, and yet united together, held together in this bond of brotherly and sisterly love, of concern for one another. May this interreligious bond, may this strengthening, this sharing keep us always united together. I wish you all the peace and the joy of Christmas. May the Christ child born among us be for us a sign of peace. Pope Leo has been repeatedly making this cry for peace in the world. May this peace be in our hearts and flow out into society to all whom we encounter. God bless you and have a happy Christmas.